Welcome everyone. Today's task in terms of the information technology, paper 4 advanced practical, a 2.5 hour paper, and also which is about 90 marks. Now, you have been supplied with the following source files. So these are the source files, and the source folder is what the files that they are referring to. Now, going back to the question paper, we are asked to create this examination folder. I'm not going to do the folder. I'm just going straight to the task. So task number 1, we are asked to open marketing plans spreadsheet to inspect the model. So let me go to that file. So this is the marketing plans. So the file, the spreadsheet file. So that's the spreadsheet file. So showing this information, project costs, manufacturing costs, projections. So this is the information that we have for now. So looking at what is required, the model contains a hidden formula for the number of projected sales. The project administration development is expected to cost 150,000. Enter this value into the appropriate cell. So I need to enter this value 150,000 within this administration and development. So this value 150,000, so I'm going to write it here, 150,000. So I'm typing that 150,000 under administration and development. So this value and the next value should be in pounds. So I'm just going to format this as currency and is pounds. So the value should come in pounds. Now move on to the next part. So I've entered that value, 150,000 pounds. Then I'm moving on to the next part. Enter 15,000 is advertising costs. So advertising costs, just going to enter 15,000 like that. So that's the value. Then after that, we need manufacturing cost per monitor is expected to be 13 pounds. So manufacturing cost per monitor. So I'm going to that manufacturing cost. So I'm going to enter there. So it's going to be 13. Again, it's going to be 13 pounds. So format sales currency. So format that in pounds. Then enter. So this one 13 pounds I've entered. Enter 14 pounds is the monitor selling price. So monitor selling price. So here we need 14. So 14. That's in pounds as well. So let me move to the other. Display all costs and the monitor selling price is currency. So we need everything as currency, which is in pounds and 2 decimal places. So these values, I think all of them, these are monetary values. So I'm going to make sure that I give them as currency in British pounds. So I'm going to do the same to all of them. So just format these to currency to decimal place. So this is a British pounds. Now enter a formula in the appropriate cell to calculate the income by multiplying the number of projected sales by the monitor selling price. Format this to match the costs. So we also need it to be in British pounds, 2 decimal place. So we need to enter a formula in the appropriate cell to calculate income. So we need income, and now income formula, we are told by multiplying the number of projected sales by monitor selling price. So this is going to be equal to projected sales multiplied by the monitor selling price. So that will be my income. Now the next calculation must be the profit. So the profit is calculated by subtracting the total project costs and the total manufacturing costs from the income. So we are subtracting the total project costs, manufacturing costs from the income. So let's see how it's given here. Profit is equal to income minus total project costs plus manufacturing cost per monitor multiplied by number of projected sales. So we are told we need income. So our profit is going to have income, which is this value, then subtract. So let me open a bracket here. So what are we going to subtract here? We are going to subtract total project costs. So total project costs, so these are the project costs. So I'm going to add another bracket here, which will put the project costs. So total project costs will take this cost plus that cost. So I now have my total project costs. So after that, to continue the calculation, I'm now told we add the total project costs plus manufacturing cost per monitor multiplied by the number of projected sales plus manufacturing cost per monitor multiplied by number of projected sales. So multiply this by number of projected sales. So that will be that. So that's the complete formula that we need. I'm going to press enter. So I now get the calculation. So that's the calculation here for the profit. So after calculating, all right, so we are saying we are told to use the model to determine the minimum monitor selling price so that the project breaks even. This is when the profit is 0. So we want to get the minimum value here that we need when this profit is 0. So I'm going to use the what if analysis there. So I go on what if analysis. So I'm going to choose what we call the goal seek. So on the goal seek, a few questions are being asked here. Set value. So I need the set value here. So on the set value, I'm going to click on the profit. So that's the set value. Then I'm going to say I'm going to change the profit to value to, I'm changing that profit to 0. Then by changing which cell, so it is this cell that I'm going to change. So I'm setting my profit, which is in F14, to 0. Then by changing this value, so if I click OK, you will notice a change here. So you notice that this is the minimum monitor selling price that I will need if the profit is 0. So I've used the what if analysis there, which is on data. So you could go on to take a screenshot of this of how you've done the process. So I'm just going to click on OK. So this is the minimum monitor selling price that I need. Now to proceed, save the spreadsheet. So you just need to save the spreadsheet. So you're going to save your file as a spreadsheet. So that is to be sent as an Excel workbook. So file, I'll save this. So the first to be called break even. So you change it to break even. So break even. So you can say break even. Let me just say two. Then it's an Excel workbook. Then I save. So is what saved. So that's the required part for the very first part. So easy 5 marks there. So I'll proceed to the next part